Okay, this is paper trading, and I think we're probably going lower based on analysis I did before this, but I'm going to try to share that. Um, all right, 50-second chart. Let's zoom out to the 1 minute. All right, my aim is largely going to be to catch we 1 to 4 micros. That should be 4 now. Why is that not responding? Oh, it's 6. Oh, we'll take off 2. For 10, 5 to 25 points, except where we see a very high likelihood of something like this, we'll aim for more. Move the stop loss. I think we're likely going even lower, but I need to discipline myself to just take profits. If we get stopped out, we'll look for another entry. Okay, so we're stopped out. So we made $108 on that move. Go back to the 1 minute and see what's going on there. Let's go to the 5 minute over here. Actually, 4 hour. Just began the 10 o'clock 4 hour candle. And we took out the high over there on the 1 hour. There was a 1 hour high, intermediate term high over there. Let's get rid of this. Just neaten things up a little bit. Let's take a step back. Look at the week so far. Today's Thursday. What a candle, huh? What a candle. So we've been going up for months now. Last week we had Thursday, Friday was a big dump after making new all-time highs. And this week we put in a higher low. So we still have these relatively equal lows over here. It's a higher low. Last week we put in a higher low, and so far this week a higher low relative to the week of July 7th. So we're seeing some very smooth low over here that I'm sure we'll revisit sometime soon. What are we going to expect today and tomorrow? I don't know. Not very much news this week. I don't think there's no news. I don't believe there's any news tomorrow either. There's the Canadian unemployment rate. Well, that's likely to go higher. I don't know if that's going to affect anything. Canada, from what I hear, is in serious trouble. Terrible leadership in Canada, unfortunately. All right, let's go down to the daily. Whoops. No, that's not the daily. That's the 1 second. How did that happen? Okay, daily. Now, looking at the daily, so let me just see if let's keep an eye on an opportunity there. All right, so today, let's see, that was last week, Thursday. Friday, we gapped lower, put in a low that was lower than this swing low, but not as low as this swing low. So we have those relatively equal lows on the weekly, as we pointed out before. Then on Sunday, Monday, we moved back up, fell short of the open of that candle, opened higher. On Tuesday, closed within the range. Yesterday, we opened lower and closed higher. This is basically a seek and destroy over here to some degree. It'll be clearer on the 4 hour or 1 hour candles. And today, we opened a little bit lower than yesterday's close, and we've just gone higher, pulled back a little bit off the highs. But what are we seeing over here? So this dealing range from this high to this low, we're in premium here. So it doesn't mean we can't keep going higher. It doesn't mean we can't look for longs, but we would have to see a pullback that gives us enough reason to think that, pull back enough on a lower time frame range to think that we're going higher. Now, what do we have? What are these gaps over here? So new day opening gap, July 24th, high and low. I think I'm going to take those off because it's more than 5 days, and we've definitely been through there a couple of times. July 28th, high and low, new day opening gap. So we had that gap here. We ran through that today. I'll leave that on for now. July 31st, high, and July 31st, low, new day opening gap. That definitely could be a draw. We came up to the bottom of it. So above today's high day so far, we just kind of nicked into it. We'll look at that. Looks like we're drifting lower again. Let's go down to the 4 hour candle. So 4 hour candle, this is what hold on, let me see how the daily, when I said it looks like seek and destroy. How did that play out? It was really just Tuesday, Wednesday. So 2 days ago, right? So we made a high compared to the day before and then came back down. And on Wednesday, we made a low compared to Tuesday. Okay, so it's not as easy to see here unless we divide by days. Guess if we come down to the 1 hour, where there's a division, where we got the daily dividers, it's probably easier to see. Oh, yeah, also the daily candles start at 6 p.m. So the divider is at midnight, so that's not going to be so clear. Okay, all right, going back to 1 minute over here. And 4 hours over here. Trying to see where I can see the chat in OBS. I don't remember where to see that. So I don't know if there's anybody there. Hi, leave a comment. Doing this more for me than for anyone else anyway. Follow we said that custom browser docs. I don't even know what that means. Oh, YouTube Live control panel. I don't know why it suddenly needs me to log in. If I'm streaming, I should be logged in, right? Two-step verification. Confirm it's me. Yes, it's me, and price is dropping. Yes, it's me. I think I'm gonna. You know what? Okay, great. Um, all right, so we're typically looking for a 5 to 25 point trade opportunity, but we're chopping sideways here, and I'm still doing this top-down analysis. Let's put in the 945 to 1015 macro. Been playing around with whether I do 950 to 1010 or 945 to 1010 or 945 to 1015. But what we see here is that macro open. Okay. So we manipulated higher, came back down. Are we going to continue lower now? Don't know. This is definitely a low time frame seek and destroy. Took sell side, took buy side, engineered for sell side, took buy side, took sell side, took buy side, engineered for sell side. Don't know. We'll see. Okay, back to the higher time frame here. Closing a bunch of things so that all right, to take the load off the old computer. Looking at getting another one soon. All right, so looking here at the 4-hour time frame here. So we've had all this push up here, and this SIBI here, we closed above it. That would make this a bullish inversion. Let's update that. Okay, we don't need it. So this would be a bullish inversion on the 4-hour. Let's send that to the back. And we have this 4-hour BISI here as well. Just make this a little lighter. So if we're going higher, it's possible that we wick into this institutional order flow entry drill. It's possible that we go even lower. Now, we're saying that we're in this dealing range, we're in premium, right? Equilibrium is about here. We are in premium. Let's look back here. This is the low that we're talking about over there. All right, hold on, got a call. Okay, we are back. I think I forgot to turn the audio back on. And on the 5 minute, we're definitely seeing bearishness here. I'm looking for, as I said, five. Why is this so slow? Oh, because the computer is probably being overworked.